We are casino events. We are nightlife. We are festivals. We are concerts. We are Florida events. We are movies. We are sports. We are live performance. With your host, NapoleonPlays, reality TV star, Chef Josie. With your moderator, Al Ferguson. It's all happening tonight on South Florida's most popular live source for things to fun. Only on HAPPENING.fun.
Well, good evening and welcome to HAPPENING.fun, South Florida's most popular source for things to fun. Concerts, festivals, events, and so much more are all here tonight. I'm your host, Al Ferguson, and these are my Things to Fun partner and lifestyle expert, NapoleonPlays.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us again. We're going to have fun this week.
That's absolutely right. And even equally important is Bravo's top chef all-star, Chef Josie from Bubbles and Pearls Restaurant right here in Fort Lauderdale. I go there once, twice a week, every week.
At least you are definitely a regular, and I hope people came with an appetite for fun tonight.
Oysters and more oysters. Goodness, they're so awesome. South Florida, we are broadcasting from the World AIDS Museum and Educational Center on Wilton Drive, Wilton Manors. And we are live, and anything can happen when we're live, which means Napoleon and Josie are probably going to screw up, and I'm going to love it, and it'll make this even more fun.
That's true, and we're going to get it all right moving forward. Now my mic pack is on. We're ready to hear everything I have to say.
Really?
Al doesn't get to silence me anymore. I'm not Jasmine, and I won't be silenced.
Yes.
So you won't keep me quiet.
All right. So as I was going to say, we're live and stay tuned.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize he was going to do it right from the top of the show. Wah, wah. Okay.
Well, HAPPENING.fun tonight is the things to fun for this weekend of March 8th. And just know, guys, 20,000 here in South Florida are watching HAPPENING.fun. And if you have an event that should be featured on South Florida's most popular source for the things to fun, it's easy to contact us. Submit at HAPPENING.fun.
And we want to make sure that you guys have all of your friends at all of these really cool events. So like, subscribe, and share. It's really simple, but we also want you to start a watch party. That way all of your friends can watch this with you right now and tell you where they want to go. You can let them do all the work. It's really easy to do that. Just watch this video and we'll show you how. Watch.
When viewing our live show in your app, please click share. On the next screen, you can write text to your viewing audience and then click start watch party. You've done it. Enjoy your party.
Well, that was really interesting. It's just a shame your mic wasn't on, Napoleon. Nobody heard what you just said in your watch party. Only kidding. I get them in when I can.
Oh, no, that's not the joke. Okay, it sounded like it.
We want to thank our presenting sponsor of HAPPENING.fun, Barbara Warren Lowley, immigration attorney, very well known here in South Florida, and makes this show possible, and we thank you very much for your sponsorship. Now, HAPPENING.fun is broken into 5 segments. We try to talk a lot about the things to fun in South Florida, and we do it in 5 different, what we call blocks. Block number 1 is about celebrities and interviews here in South Florida. And let us tell you about the big 5 things to do here in South Florida.
Number 5, an intimate evening with David Foster, Hitman Tour at Kravis Center, West Palm Beach. It's taking place March 12th at 8 p.m. Go to HAPPENING.fun and search Hitman for more info.
And number 4 is MercyMe 2020 with Jeremy Camp at the BB&T Center in Sunrise. This is going to be on March 8th at 7 p.m. If you're a fan of Oklahoma or Christian bands and you want to see this in the 9 tour, just search MercyMe at HAPPENING.fun.
Josie, I'm curious, do you think MercyMe got better when Napoleon used those smoldering, squinty little eyes?
Well, he is the sexy
Mercy
one.
I do like to say MercyMe with the sexy.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm feeling the heat over here. Number 3 is Berlin and Big Country at Club Space in Miami, March 7th at 7 p.m. This will be a throwback to the 80s. So, get your fluorescent lights and you want to make it over to this event, you go to happening.fun and search Berlin for more info.
Napoleon, I'm curious, did you think that Berlin and Big Country became even better when Chef Josie used that squinty, smoldering eye she just did and the swag in her head? Did it get even better for you?
Al, I think you need to get a date this weekend. Jeez, you've got some action going on.
All right.
Speaking of 80s fun, we're going to have REO Speedwagon as our number 2, and they're at the Seminole Casino at Coconut Creek. Yeah, I know you were super excited to hear about REO Speedwagon in Coconut Creek. They're there March 6th at 8 p.m. Just search REO. Apparently that search from Ransom E. Olds, which is a person. I learned that today.
And that brings us to our number 1 thing that's happening this week. Another legend.
Oh, we
to me.
know how much you love number 1, Josh Groban. And Josh Groban, who's been wooing us with his voice for years now, a huge philanthropist, will be at Kravis Center in West Palm Beach, March 14th at 7 p.m. And for more info, you'll search Groban, but watch this.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah, 2018.
I know, 2018, oh my God.
I know.
Time flies.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. A little stressed, but I'm good.
Why are you stressed?
Good stress. I got a lot going on. I got a lot of juggling.
Yeah.
But it's good juggling. I'm happy to be busy.
Yeah. What do you mean by juggling? What are you juggling right now?
Well, I'm working on a new album. I'm kind of doing...
Is that loud?
you,
That's
thank
very
you.
loud. That's very loud. Yeah.
That's a good clap.
That was right?
How weird
No
is clapping,
way.
by the way, while we're on the subject? How strange is clapping?
Well, as I said, Josh Groban is amazing. I fell in love with him on the Oprah show. My goodness, am I dating myself? He is a romantic of romantics in terms of his performance. Great location. Kravis is not too big. It's not an arena event. I'm really looking forward.
You can tell he's romantic because he has the long, whimsical hair.
Yes.
I found him from Glee. He actually played a bratty judge on Glee, and that was when I started to learn some of his music more.
That's absolutely right. It moves out of our celebrity block number 1, and we have a sponsor tonight that we want to introduce you to, and I'm very excited about this sponsor for tonight's show. We'd like to introduce you to Carlos Cruz, sitting here at the table with Napoleon and I. He is the owner of The Alchemist, and The Alchemist is a great restaurant and coffee bar and other kinds of things. We're going to tell you in a moment. Right here in Central Broward, Fort Lauderdale, in Wilton Manors, right off the Wilton Drive. And Carlos, good evening and welcome to HAPPENING.fun.
Good evening, Al. Good evening, Napoleon.
We have a video that we're going to show you as Carlos is talking about The Alchemist. I just went to your restaurant for the first time today. You're located in the Eucalyptus Garden. And interesting, we're broadcasting from the World AIDS Museum here on Wilton Drive in Wilton Manors, Fort Lauderdale. And you're really just catty corner right across the street from us.
Across the street, yep.
I've been doing this show all this time, and I didn't know you were there. And I walked over, and it was like, wait, I'm walking into this bohemian village that I can walk to in 3 minutes. Why haven't I done this before? It was very exciting. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing at the
You can smell the coffee from here.
Yeah,
we roast the coffee every day, and we are proud of it. I'm the one who does it, and it's an amazing task that I do every single day. And you can see how people get together and just get driven by the smell of the coffee all around it.
Yeah. I'm really a fan of your branding, even just the
Thanks a
name
lot.
with The Alchemist. It makes me feel like I'm going to be ingesting a potion, and I'm going to get to alter myself a little bit in the way that I want to. I love how you do things with that and the branding that you have associated with your store. It makes me want coffee a lot of the time, quite honestly.
Yeah, and in addition to the coffee, I always look for a cool place in Fort Lauderdale for breakfast, and coffee is a staple for it for me. I'm a real breakfast guy. I like to start my day that way, so probably tomorrow morning I'm going to do that at the Alchemist.
I'll be there.
But you'll be there. You do food also. What kind of food
We
do you
do food, yeah. Our specialty is slicers. We call it slicer. They are open-faced sandwiches in a ciabatta bread. And we also have gluten-free options, bread and bagels.
Oh, I'm definitely there tomorrow.
No, every single open-faced sandwich that we have, we can do it in gluten-free. If people don't want to have any bread, will come on a bowl without
in a
any
bowl,
bread. So
right.
it's fantastic. And we also have pizzas and salads and lasagnas, vegetable lasagnas.
It's very interesting to me. One of the things that I have to say to you, lots of places can do good to above average coffee. Lots of places can do good to above average sandwiches and pizza. But one of the things that makes good to above average in coffee and food is unique atmosphere. And that was one of the things that really jumped off the page for me. Somebody from our production office said, oh, let's go over and look at the Alchemist before Carlos is on tonight. And I walked in and it was like, my goodness, where has this place hidden from me? Because it's like a little village. It's like a bohemian village. There are multiple food and eateries, little kind of shops and stores and places. It's my best description. It's very bohemian right here in central Broward, right in the heart of Wilton Manors. It's a well-kept secret that we are revealing here tonight at the Alchemist. What was your intent on why you would come into a neighborhood like that versus a strip mall and serve coffee? Or you're not Starbucks, for example, of a standalone. Why did you decide to go into Eucalyptus Garden in Wilton Manors?
Everything that you just said. Is the uniqueness, is the environment of being in a place where you can be yourself. I mean, we have people from all over I have seen things happening, like, for example, one day, 3 architects they just came without, they told me, I have no secretaries here, no phones. We're just going to spread all the blueprints, and we're gonna.
Oh, and they had a meeting.
We're going to fine detail. They stay for like 6 hours in there.
That's
we
awesome.
just fed them, and they have coffees all over the day.
So it's
unique,
unique, it's kitsch, it's cute. It's just like a koala. That's why you need eucalyptus gardens.
And then you can see just a family coming in, doing the same thing. A lot of teenagers, usually that's our main demographics, and they bring their parents. And it's amazing how one thing goes to another.
You know, it's interesting. It's happening out. It's happening on Wednesday nights with Chef Josie and Napoleon, and we do varieties of food catering. You cater at the Alchemist, and we do Q News tonight at 7 o'clock.
One of us has a gluten allergy, so it's perfect.
I'm going to mention to our executive producer, we need to be finding some different kinds of catering because your brand of the Alchemist is really quite cool. And I want to point out one more time, South Florida, I know you get tired of the same routines. I love Starbucks. But to go someplace that is unique and bohemian and being able to sit down and have fresh roasted coffee and excellent food in a bohemian feel of a village is something very unique in South Florida. And we encourage you to try the Alchemist right here in the heart of Wilton Manors in Fort Lauderdale. Carlos, thank you for being with us
Thanks
tonight.
a lot.
It's been really quite a great experience for me to get to know it. And probably going to expect me in the morning for breakfast and coffee at the Alchemist.
So be my guest.
All right. So we're going to continue on tonight with our second block. And our second block is always my fun opportunity to poke fun at Napoleon. It's called Plan Ahead.
Oh, so this is the only time you get to poke fun at me all the week. This is the singular opportunity. It's like a time to just have all of it in one moment, and then it can't happen any other time.
No, not so much. So we talk about our events that plan ahead, and I get to turn to my very good friend, Chef Josie.
Because I just plan ahead all the time. I'm a master planner, just so we're clear.
Clear. All right, so let's talk about the 5 big things that we need to plan for in South Florida this week.
All righty, so number 5 is Sam Hunt at the Southside Summer Tour at iTHINK Financial Amphitheatre in West Palm Beach. This is June 13th at 7 p.m. Search Hunt on HAPPENING.fun, and you can go get all of your Keith Urban, Kenny Chesney fantasy. He used to write for them, so it'll be fun for you to go.
And number 4 is Tool, that 90s metal band alternative who was at Lollapalooza. They're going to be now at the American Airlines Arena in Miami, April 16th at 7:30 p.m. Go to happening.fun and search Tool.
Number 3 is the Chainsmokers at Live, and they're there for the Miami Music Week. They're at Live Nightclub. It's in Miami. It's March 22nd at 12 a.m. Ooh, midnight, the cursed hour.
You know, we were talking about this. Liv has really put it out this season.
Oh, yeah.
That nightclub, it's an example of Seminole Hard Rock coming on live in terms of their comedy club, stepping up in their entertainment. And an institutional name like Liv has only gotten better because of the competition of Hard Rock's expansion. We're happy because it's a win-win for all of us.
Hey, let them stack the calendar with big names. We love it.
Yeah, so
And number 2 is the Struts, okay? My kind of English rock band will be at Revolution Live in Fort Lauderdale, June 9th at 7 p.m. Search happening.fun. You go to happening.fun and search Struts.
And number 1 this week is SunFest 2020. We've got a video for you. Watch this. This is SunFest 2020. It's at the Meyer Amphitheatre in West Palm Beach. It's April 30th to May 3rd. It's all day. Just search SunFest on happening.fun. Now, they've got their art district with all sorts of different bohemian, as you were using, different types of things you can bid on. They've got a 5K race. They've got the Ford Blue Lounge with all sorts of different performers. And, of course, bars, food. Go celebrate. Go have fun at SunFest 2020.
Have either one of you been to SunFest?
I have not been to SunFest.
Yeah. I have
Actually, no, I have been a long time ago, well, actually a few years back, and I saw Revolution. Do you know who they are?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and it's an outdoor event. It actually takes up, it's kind of like our event here in Fort Lauderdale, the beach festival.
The beach festival.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like that. Mhm.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun to me, and I don't do many amphitheater concerts, and they're fun. And especially at this time of the year, we should be outdoors every second we
I know,
can.
every chance we can
because
get, right?
the heat's coming. You'll know the heat's coming,
Yeah.
right? It's like
and not the basketball team.
yeah, that's exactly right. All right, well, that moves us into our third block this week, and we call this segment Out and About. Now, guys, in South Florida, you know, we have one of the largest LGBT communities in the United States. And the gay community, the LGBT community, has many, many events that are all set for them, and they're welcoming to the entire community. Let's talk about those 5 big events.
Well, number 5 is the annual art auction right here in our home studio at World AIDS Museum, Wilton Manors, March 5th at 6 p.m. For more information, go to happening.fun and search auction.
And we have to get a shout out. We thank at happening.fun the World AIDS Museum as being our host. Our permanent studio is built right here in the middle of the World AIDS Museum, all over South Florida. If you haven't been to this museum, it's something you need to come and do right here in Wilton Manors on Wilton Drive. And when you come up, make sure that you have coffee and those delicious sandwiches right across the street that we just talked about.
Yep.
Yeah, there are events here all the time, but then there's more you can catch, like this one, number 4, The Greatest Showman 10th Anniversary Gay Men's Chorus of South Florida Gala Brunch. This is at the Westin Fort Lauderdale Beach in Fort Lauderdale on March 8th. It's 11 a.m. Just search Showman on happening.fun for more info on this gala.
Number 3 is Drag Story Time with Catalea Davenport Dupree. And that's going to be taking place at the Bookseller in Lake Worth, March 11th. Starts at 5:30 p.m. Go to happening.fun and search drag.
And just for a quick reference, we normally go a little quicker than this, but explain to everybody what Drag Story Time means.
So basically, this is a drag queen who is telling kid stories and reading children's storybooks to a group and this is going to be for kids.
Yeah.
So at the bookseller, and
I think it's awesome.
so much fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Go see why the Republicans
Because-
are angry. Ooh.
Ooh, exactly.
And then we've got number 2, which is A Night of Stars. It's a fundraiser for Smart Ride, and it's at Lips in Fort Lauderdale. Lips is a premier location to have food and be served by some of the best drag queens in the area. And Smart Ride is the best place in the area to go and give back to different HIV locations and to have your money donated.
I heard the Smart Ride is done in November, and I hear it is one of the largest HIV/AIDS fundraisers in the world. This year, their 2-day ride down to Key West raised something like $1.4 million.
Yeah.
Kudos
Great
to
event.
them. Awesome.
growing.
And it brings us to our number 1 event this week in Out and About.
Oh man! And number 1, bring it! It's a rooftop party featuring Power Infiniti. We prepared a video. Watch this. All right, well, shout out to our girl, Power Infiniti. This will be taking place at number 3 Social in Miami, March 6th. And go to happening.fun, search Bring.
You know, this Power Infiniti DJ that you're talking about, new on the scene, I really don't know much about him.
Legendary.
Of course, he's a friend of mine and a friend to all of us and the show at happening.fun. We are welcoming him back to South Florida. The Winter Party is one of the preeminent out and about events in the United States. And that party on the beach is legendary. And now it's added so in terms of Power Infiniti doing it. And so that is our Out and About segment, and it brings us to our 4th major segment in the show. We always talk about all of the great things that are going on in South Florida, but there's other stuff going on around the state.
Big state.
A big state, and we call it Around Florida. So here are the 5 big things that you should be considering this week around Florida.
Number 5 is the Gasparilla Music Festival at Tampa Waterfront. It's in Tampa. It's March 7th and 8th all day. It's a 2-day music festival. Al, you've been a big fan of this.
Big
You know,
fan.
The pirate shenanigans.
The pirate invasion as they
shenanigans.
take
Oh,
over the
fun.
city. Yeah, everybody in pirate regalia.
So you get to go and pillage.
Yes.
See,
It's one of my
You're
favorite
right up
things.
your alley.
Literally.
your face lit up for that.
Yes, it does.
Psychiatrists will see this moment.
Right.
Well, and number 4 is the mermaid shows at Weeki Wachee Springs National Park. Weeki Wachee. Go to happening.fun and search mermaid.
You know, these shows have been going on since the 1940s, and literally mermaids get into the water with air hoses and perform as mermaids.
Oh my God, I've wanted to see that since Pokemon.
It's so incredible. It really is.
Well, I have a friend who is an actual mermaid. We'll get into that later. So, what's next, Napoleon?
I'm thinking of a friend of mine that self-identifies as a tree.
Number
So
3
we're
is
getting Rock the Docks Waterfront Festival at Marine Science Research Institute at Jacksonville University in Jacksonville. This is March 7th at 9 a.m. Search Docks at happening.fun for more information. That's Docks with an O-L.
And number 2 is the Florida Strawberry Festival at Plant City Festival Ground in Plant City. It's going on now through March 8th all day. Search strawberry at happening.fun.
If you want to do something that's really quiche and fun, this is it. I have
Yeah.
seen Reba McEntire. I have seen Dolly Parton. Outdoor concerts in a high school stadium, and then their county fair is adjacent to it, focused on strawberries.
Yeah, they're
It's
celebrating the harvest.
That's exactly right. It's quite great. And in around Florida, our number 1 thing this week is
Yes, number 1 this week is the 2020 Central Florida Fair. This is at Central Florida's Fairgrounds in Orlando. It's now through March 8th, so you've got another week to go. We've got a video for you. Watch this.
Celebrating its 108th year, the Central Florida Fair is coming back February 27th through March 8th. Bring the whole family for free entertainment, ninja experience, 3-ring circus, fair food, racing pigs, and so much more. Don't forget you can receive up to 42% off by purchasing advance tickets for you, your family, and friends. Check out our website for daily specials and discounts. Central Florida Fair, 108 years of family fun.
Well, South Florida, we know that we love fairs. First off, the reason Napoleon loves fairs is because he eats all of that crappy food that only comes around
Funnel
for the
cake,
fairs.
corn
Everything
dog,
that is fried,
ice cream,
possibly can be
cream.
fried. I fully expect that sometime soon the fairs are going to invent how to fry grass and it'd be delicious.
I love some cow role play.
Yeah, exactly. So it's up in Orlando. It's one of the biggest county fairs in the state of Florida, in Central Florida. And it's really a good combination of doing now through the weekend, because you can go up and visit the major attractions in Orlando and add the fair kind of feel. So it's really, really a lot of fun. And that's our number one thing to do this week around Florida. Now, we have a second sponsor tonight at HAPPENING.fun, and something completely different. Our sponsor tonight is from Simone's Bridal Prom Pageant. And this eucalyptus garden that we were talking about a few moments ago with the Alchemist, they have a neighbor right in this bohemian village, right near the World AIDS Museum here in Wilton Manors. And we welcome Simone Hostetter tonight with us. Very excited, and we thank you as being a sponsor of HAPPENING.fun. You help propel for South Florida being able to see all these fun things to do that we do in our background and in our neighborhood. Tell us, Simone, a little bit about Bridal. You have a very interesting name, not only because of Simone, very pretty, but your business name, Bridal Prom Pageant. That's unusual to me. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay, so for 25 years we were located in Hanover,
Now
Pennsylvania.
that's impossible. You're not that old to be able to do that, first off. So,
Tricky.
all right.
So, and what we do specialize in dressing men and women, whether it be bridal gowns, tuxedos, pageants, prom dresses. So we do it all, a little bit of everything, including jewelry, we accessorize. We've done it for 25 years.
Yeah, you're right here in the heart of Wilton Manors, and some people here in South Florida may think because of your specialization in all of those areas, it has something to do with the LGBT community, but it doesn't really.
Oh, it does. Yeah. No, actually, we have been catering to the heterosexual, but lately here, in the last few years in Hanover, Pennsylvania, we have gotten so many, ever since everybody decided to get married. I mean, it was they legalized marriages, and so they started coming in, and I got really excited. Part of the sad part of it is the brides would come in and tell me the negative stories, negative experiences they've had in other bridal shops. I wanted to change all that.
Embracing. Oh.
Yes, I wanted to change all that. And
that's a lovely story. Napoleon and I are anchors at Q News Tonight, a national LGBT evening news show. And we've reported on those kind of stories repeatedly of the bakeries and also the bridal planners or the wedding planners that have been rejecting. And it's a very old-fashioned thought. The world is moving on, so that's what you represent. Now, but many of your clients are not in the LGBT community, I imagine.
Right. Well, I am a little bit, I can't answer that right now since I just moved to this area. And we opened our shop in January 2nd, actually, right after New Year's. Okay. So I can't really answer that. I've had a lot of heterosexuals, that, whether it be mothers of the bride that actually came to my store, even though I'm right in the middle of Wilton Manors, a lot of regular people like, prom girls that go to high school, wanting dresses, but we have had lately a few brides that wanted to get married, two women. I've had a gentleman who came in for a special affair that needed a tuxedo that I outfitted him in. So that was pretty exciting. So I'm getting them. Slowly I'm getting more and more, which is what I wanted to do.
This afternoon, a very good friend of mine with production walked me over into Eucalyptus Garden, into this bohemian village, and I fell in love with it. I was saying I didn't know anything about it, right here in the heart of Fort Lauderdale and Central Broward County, and he walked me to your shop, and you have beautiful things, beautiful clothes in your show.
Well, wait till you see what we're getting.
Shop. Well, tell
Oh
me.
yeah, we're getting suits that are both for both genders, men and women. Wait till you see them; they're beautiful.
Suits for women.
colorfuls,
Yeah.
for men and women.
Oh, okay.
So they're
For both.
For both.
You know, I did Q News tonight, and both Aaron Dar and Napoleon made fun of me for this shirt. What do you think
I
of
heard
this
that.
shirt? Yeah.
I think it's a little.
Now, keep in mind, your future audience is watching
Wait,
this.
she
so-
didn't answer the question.
Yes,
South Florida.
I think she was very clear in her answer. We can
Oh
get
no, I
a
think it's
soundbite
pretty,
just from that
it's pretty
response.
colorful.
Yeah.
You look gay.
Simone is going to do great in Broward County.
She will make
in
sure all of
terms
you look
the-
up to par. She won't lie to anybody. We just
I
learned that tonight.
Exactly. Simone, we thank you for sponsoring
absolutely.
Happening
Thank you for having me.
Fun, and we welcome you to the South Florida
Thank you.
community. Your shop up north is where?
It's in Hanover, Pennsylvania, downtown Hanover, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. And whereabouts is Hanover in the state?
Oh, it's
Philadelphia or
central
Pittsburgh?
No,
Oh, you're in the middle.
It's really about 15 minutes out of Gettysburg and 15 minutes out of half hour out of York, Pennsylvania.
All right. Well, one thing that I can assure you, where you're located, there are more gay men and women within 1 mile of your shop here than
Right.
all of central
And I want
Pennsylvania.
all of them to come.
Right,
All of
exactly. To the LGBT community, we challenge you. Come to Simone's Bridal Prom Pageant.
And may
right?
I say one more thing,
Please.
We are having a grand opening at the end of March on the 28th and 29th. And we're going to have some champagne and hors d'oeuvres. So I want to invite everybody.
Excellent.
to
Yes.
come and see us.
And we've put Simone's information, address, and phone numbers, website, etc. up. And do come out. Invite us to come,
I would
Josie
love
and
to have
Napoleon
you
and
guys.
I.
Yes.
We'd love to come to your grand opening. I would be the star of coming
Yes,
to
of
it.
course.
Napoleon and Josie, they are just kind of the
You get the
sidekicks.
first glass of champagne.
Don't
Thank
worry.
you,
You don't even have to
thank
do
you.
a clothing exchange. You don't have
Thank
to do
you.
any kind of burning.
The offer of
You
the
just wear
first glass
something
of
else.
champagne completely overcomes the read that you gave of my shirt. Completely.
Actually, that's pretty complimentary.
Yeah, okay, all right. So, Simone, thank you very much.
You're
And
so welcome.
again,
Thank
welcome
you so
to
much.
the community here in South Florida.
Thank you.
And thank you for happening.fun.
Absolutely.
Now, that brings us to our final block tonight, which is called, and it's our most important segment, called the Fun 5 Things to Do This Week. And the Fun 5 are the big things that you should not be not paying attention to, because these are the important things to do this week. So, Josie, let's begin and tell us about number 5.
Number 5 is Sea Turtle Day at the Gumbo Limbo Nature Center. That's in Boca Raton, March 7th at 9 a.m. Don't worry, I'll get this together.
Did I tell you we're live, by the way? I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
you know, it's like all this changing.
She's
Right.
new. We
Yeah.
still love her.
But guys, you know, this is such a special thing. It's, the sea turtles, they grow to be about 150 pounds. And, you know, they've been always seen in many different beliefs that it's a sign of good luck. And the reason why is because there's maybe only like 1 out of 1,000 survive. And so if they actually make it, it's a sign of symbolizes good luck.
That's kind of like how I feel about around Al all the time, every single week.
And I regret to say, associating our number 4 with Napoleon, but Napoleon, tell us what the number 4 is.
That's right. Away from the little cute turtles and into the high fashion, we have the runways presented by Fashion for a Cause. This is at the Conrad Fort Lauderdale Beach in Fort Lauderdale
That's
on
a sexy
March
hotel.
5th. Oh, it is sexy, full of sexy people doing their sexy thing. This is going to be the South Florida International Fashion Week event. A great walk at 6:30. Search for runways. Have you guys ever been to fashion weeks, either New York or elsewhere?
Absolutely.
Of course, I've been to
Yes.
New York too. Sure.
Have you ever walked in one before?
I
want to drop this piece again.
I'm
so.
one of the guys that's sitting in the first row next to the runway.
Can I point out the shirt again?
Yes, I love my shirt. And Josie, tell us about number 3.
Number 3 is the 13th Street Craft Beer and Wine Festival with Car Show at Northeast 13th Street in Fort Lauderdale. Now, guys, this is our neighborhood. This is our neighboring, neighborhood, and there's going to be food. The development in this neighborhood has been incredible. It's been transformed from kind of a rundown place to this thriving, bubbling, just very cool area, very hip area.
Yeah. Craft. Anywhere you see the word craft, you know that's going to be the case. And they've got the cars there too, just to make it. Which actually is a lot like the event that I have next, which is basically with the slogan, put an engine on it, put a jet engine on it. This is the Festival of Fire. It's at the Palm Beach International Raceway in Jupiter. It's March 6th to 7th at 5 p.m. Search FIRE on HAPPENING.fun. We've got a great video for you to check that out with as well. Watch this.
I am Volcanus. I am the bringer of fire. This isn't your granddaddy's drag race. This is Pyrotainment. Jet dragster, jet funny cars, jet truck. March 6th and 7th at Palm Beach International Raceway. It's the Festival of Fire. I'll see you at the Festival of Fire.
Go check out some of the pyrotainment. I just wanted to say that. Pyrotainment. That's the word. I didn't even
That's
coin
it.
They
We're
coined
making
it.
up words now. I'm neighboring neighborhoods, and
This place, they put seriously a jet engine on everything. They have blast zones for just how fast this place is going. Go check it out. It's for the heat zone.
As I was watching that video, I could not help but think how loud I bet this event is. It
That's
must be
earplugs.
very
Get
off my lawn. And that,
well,
you do it.
You know, and number one, guys, okay?
And we are so happy. Before this comes out of your mouth, we are so happy that Chef Josie is presenting this event. Go ahead, we're ready.
All right, number one, it's the Extreme Midget Wrestling Live. Woo!
Yeah, this is not for your regular midgets. This is the extreme midgets.
Listen, McSorley's is once again making the list. It's here in Fort Lauderdale, March 6th at 8 p.m. Look, guys, this is the WWE of little people. When I saw this event announced, I said, how did I not know about this? This looks like so much fun. I mean, can you just imagine? Have you ever watched that WWE stuff?
I have not, especially in little people wrestling, I have not seen that. Oh, what's amazing to me, first off, I keep saying this, I have not been there, but I'm going to McSorley's. I love the name of this beach pub. And second, to three people that are very aware of the political correctness of labeling, for them to do this and call it this extreme midget wrestling, the participants in it must really love what they're doing and having a good time.
That's the official name of the event.
Yeah.
And really, it's like if you like the WWE, this is exactly that, but better. Because come on, little people make everything better.
I hope they have some really great characters too.
Whoever has the best connection with McSorley's Beach Pub, seriously, let's make this happen, because I really want to go and do this. This sounds highly unique to me in South Florida, and me being present at Extreme Midget Wrestling just sounds like, check that box off this week in our fun 5 things
Life
to do
goals.
This week. Well, South Florida, that's it. We have told you the 25 top things to fun this week. I'm your host, Al Ferguson, and this is my Things to Partner, NapoleonPlays.
Things to Fun partner. The things to
partner.
Fun partner.
Isn't that what I said?
No.
What did I say?
We'll watch it back. It's
all right, we'll watch it back.
And
And also my Things to Fun partner, Chef Josie. We know that your time is precious.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm too busy laughing at Al, so I'm wasting time with love, because we know that your time is precious, and that's why we make sure that we find all the fun things for you to do so that you don't have to waste your precious time every single week.
And if you want to be a part of these 25 great things to fun, and you plan events, festivals, parties, and all that other good stuff, submit your event to be considered for the Fun 5 Things to Fun at submit@happening.fun.
You know, we know that there's a lot of serious things going on in the world. For the three of us, this is a highlight of the week, because we look forward to talking about non-serious things.
And pointing a finger and laughing.
Exactly, and I do that frequently in one direction more than another. And this is the antidote of the serious things. So subscribe, like, and share HAPPENING.fun. We all deserve things to fun, and we're here every Monday night for you at 8 p.m. live at HAPPENING.fun.
Be celebrating.
Be laughing.
I like to be toasting.
Be cheering.
And be very silly.
No, more like childlike.
All right, here it comes, everybody. Be sexy. And go out and vote.
We laugh every time we hear it. It's like, no,
All right,
not so
next
much.
week, okay?
Keep working on it, Napoleon. These all sound like definitions of things to fun exclusively at happening.fun. Good night, everybody.